The clash of steel rings through the misty morning air. A samurai duel unfolds before my eyes, yet just beyond this scene of violence, monks tend to the most serene rock garden I've ever witnessed. This is Kyoto, 1300 AD, where beauty and brutality dance an eternal waltz. I'm your time-traveling guide, and in the next 10 minutes, I'll show you how to survive one of history's most fascinating paradoxes. A city where meditation halls stood alongside warrior dojos, where the way of the sword met the way of Zen. But be warned, what I discovered here changed everything I thought I knew about medieval Japan. Stay until the end to see if you could have survived this remarkable era, and make the choice that every visitor to ancient Kyoto faced: the path of the warrior or the way of Zen. Time travel is a dangerous business, but nothing could have prepared me for materializing in the heart of medieval Kyoto. The year is 1300 AD, and I've arrived during the Kamakura period, an era that would define Japan's soul for centuries to come. The air is thick with incense from countless temples, mixing with the smoke of cooking fires and the distinct scent of armor being forged in the city's bustling workshops. But this isn't just any medieval city. This is Kyoto, Japan's cultural heart, where two seemingly opposite forces are about to shape the nation's destiny: the disciplined violence of the samurai and the profound peace of Zen Buddhism. In these next few minutes, we'll walk these ancient streets together, dodge samurai patrols, peek into sacred temples, and uncover the secrets of surviving in a world where meditation and martial arts weren't just hobbies, they were matters of life and death. From the proper etiquette at a tea ceremony to the correct way to bow to a warrior. Trust me, you'll need to know both. I'm about to show you how to navigate this fascinating world. But first, let me take you to the moment I realized that surviving in medieval Kyoto would require much more than just avoiding sharp objects. Dawn breaks over the city as I make my way through the narrow streets of Kyoto. The wooden buildings rise like shadows in the morning mist, their curved roofs creating waves against the brightening sky. I've learned quickly that timing is everything here. The early hours are when the city truly reveals its dual nature. To my left, young samurai apprentices are already practicing in a courtyard, their wooden training swords creating a rhythmic symphony of clacks and thuds. To my right, silent monks rake precise patterns into the gravel of a Zen garden, each movement as deliberate as a sword stroke. This is my third day in medieval Kyoto, and I'm starting to understand the unwritten rules that govern survival here. Rule number 1, always show proper respect. Whether you're passing a warrior or a monk, the wrong bow can lead to serious consequences. I learned this the hard way yesterday, when I nearly bowed too deeply to a lower-ranking samurai, a mistake that could have been interpreted as mockery. The proper depth of a bow is an art form here, a social dance that everyone must master. The morning unfolds like a scroll painting coming to life. In the merchant district, artisans are already hard at work, crafting everything from delicate pottery to razor-sharp katanas. The smell of steel being forged mingles with the aroma of fresh mochi being pounded in wooden mortars. But survival here isn't just about navigating the physical world, it's about understanding the invisible boundaries between social classes. I pause at a corner as a samurai procession passes. Their armor gleams in the morning sun, lacquered plates bound with silk cords in colors that denote their clan allegiances. These aren't the romantic warriors of modern movies. These are hardened professionals, bound by a complex code of honor that makes them both more civilized and more dangerous than I'd imagined. Their swords aren't just weapons, they're symbols of their soul, and treating them with anything less than absolute respect is a fatal mistake. But there's another power in Kyoto, one that rivals the samurai in influence, if not in military might. The Buddhist temples, particularly those of the growing Zen sect, are centers of both spiritual and political authority. I follow the sound of temple bells to Kenninji, one of Kyoto's oldest Zen temples. Here, monks move through their daily routines with the same discipline as any warrior, but their battles are fought in the mind rather than on the battlefield. The temple's rock garden stops me in my tracks. 15 carefully placed stones sit in a sea of raked gravel, creating an abstract landscape that seems to shift meaning the longer you stare. A monk notices my interest and gestures for me to sit. Through careful translation, he explains that the garden is a koan, a puzzle without a solution, designed to break through the limitations of logical thinking. I'm beginning to understand that survival in medieval Kyoto requires training the mind as much as the body. As midday approaches, I witness one of the most important social rituals of this era, the tea ceremony. In a small tea house, separated from the bustling street by a simple garden path, time seems to slow down. Every movement of the tea master is choreographed with the precision of a sword form. The ceremony isn't just about drinking tea, it's a meditation, a moment of peace in a violent world, and a chance for members of different social classes to meet as equals. But peace in medieval Kyoto is always temporary. The afternoon brings news of a clan dispute, and suddenly the streets clear as two groups of samurai face off. What follows is both beautiful and terrifying, a display of swordsmanship so refined it looks like a dance, yet so lethal that a single mistake means death. From my hidden vantage point, I watch as years of training culminate in seconds of violence. The precision of the warriors rivals that of the monks I saw tending their garden this morning. As evening approaches, I find myself in a small Zen temple where a master is teaching the art of Kyudo, archery as meditation. The archer's movements are slow, deliberate, almost hypnotic. The master explains that the goal isn't to hit the target, it's to achieve a state of no mind, where the archer and the bow and the target are all one. It's another paradox of medieval Kyoto, using a weapon of war to find inner peace. Night brings new challenges. The city streets become dangerous in different ways, with roving bands of masterless samurai, ronin, searching for employment or trouble. I've learned to stick to well-lit areas near temples or guard posts, where the authority of either religious or military power provides some protection. The night watch passes with lanterns and rings their warning bells, marking the hours until dawn. In my small, rented room, I reflect on what I've learned about survival in medieval Kyoto. It's not just about avoiding physical danger, it's about maintaining balance. Like the rock garden I saw this morning, life here is a complex pattern of forces held in perfect tension. The samurai's discipline and the monk's serenity aren't opposites, but two paths to the same goal, mastery of oneself. As my time in medieval Kyoto draws to a close, I'm left with a profound question, the same one that faced every inhabitant of this remarkable city. Which path would you choose? The way of the warrior, with its rigid code of honor and mastery of the sword, or the path of Zen, seeking enlightenment through meditation and the contemplation of beauty? Would you train with the samurai, learning the art of the sword in a warrior's dojo? Or would you seek peace in a Zen garden, learning to find stillness amid chaos? Share your choice in the comments below. I'd love to know which path you'd take if you found yourself in medieval Kyoto. Don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed this journey through time, and subscribe for more historical adventures. Until our next time-traveling expedition, remember, sometimes the greatest battles are won not with a sword, but with a peaceful heart.